minute. You have 30 minutes to finish your homework.
30 minutes?
Sasha, come here.
What?
Put it together, talking.
Huh?
Put that up on my camera. You pledge you not do homework.
Only thing I need to be saying is you going to bed. Can I see that? We're running late. Alright, family. I want to welcome all y'all to Gye-Nyame Journey. Man, I made it. I'm still working on the rock and roll call, but hey, it is what it is. We got to get this show in. Running late. Had some thoughts. Because Shaka really put that on my mind. He said, hey, man, this music supposed to be laid up under you, man. I said, wow, and I started thinking about it. I did originally start asking people for tracks so that I could be playing some of the tracks during some of the conversations and stuff. So first, let me send shouts out to Sister Vanessa. She want to order the ginger, of course. Joe Berry said, why do I see two posts on here? I don't know. I don't know. So shouts out to Joe Barry. At least you seen it. I'm glad somebody watch it. Family, we being joined by Lady J. So uh let me go and put the business in line, put things in order right now. So family, remember, I need you to support us for Kwanzaa. I need you to support us for Kwanzaa, right? We need donations. We need businesses in the registry. You know what I'm saying? We need businesses advertising. We need vendors. We need the community to come out. We want to keep this thing free. We want to keep it moving. We want to keep it rolling. And most importantly, we want to keep it rocking. So, family, we need your support. So, for those that are interested, I know that's all the Daily Toasters. I know that's my fam. Go on and support. You can hit us up at Columbus. I'm typing it in. Columbus Kwanzaa 365.com. You hit that link and it'll take you to the site, and right up on top you got donate, or or you could go on and put your ad and get your artwork and stuff together so it could go out. Those of you that are on the black signal, messages will be going out. You know what I'm saying, about Kwanzaa, about our warrior training that's coming up as well. What other business I got? Hold on, let me go and put this up on the Spreaker site as well. Then we get started. Columbus Kwanzaa. Once again, that's Columbus Kwanzaa 365.com. Go and hit up the link, family. We need that dough to start flowing in so that we gonna make sure we keep this thing going. Cultural stabilization is the point of the day. We rocking right now with Lady J. What's going on, Lady J?
Nothing much.
Uh-oh. So now this is the problem. Now I remember the problem. Okay. Let me go on and take care of this, Lady J, so I can make sure I get you on. Because I can't run the sound and run the guest. So it's one or the other. So Lady J, you more important than the music right now. Also, last point of business. Those that want to get on the black signal. Those that want to get on the black signal. Now is your time. Here we go. I had to change the number. The number is, you're going to text. There you go with that hog wrestling. All right, listen. For those that want to get on the black signal for the show Tribal Quotes, you're gonna text tribal, TRIBAL, tribal to 77292. Text tribal to 77292 and get plugged into the show. For people that just want information about events and things going on around where we are or with other people that's in our family, you could text GNJ to 77292. Once again, that's GNJ to 77292. And for all those daily toasters out there, you one of those special forces people. You want to be on the hardcore list. You want to get texts early in the morning when it's time to toast those ancestors. You want to join us. Hit us up. Text toaster, TOASTER, to 77292. Once again, that's 77292. All right. So Lady J, we back. How you doing today?
I'm awesome, beyond awesome. How about yourself, sir?
Oh, I'm cool. I'm cool. You know, like I said, I'm making it through the car crisis. I'm going through the vehicle crisis right now. But of course, you know, everything will align. The stars will align, and things will be popping off. So, Brother Joe say he wants to be a vendor. So if anybody out there that is part of the Kwanzaa committee and you on there, y'all need to get in touch with Brother Joe. Also, Brother Joe, I would say get an ad. Let people know who you are, how they can get in touch with you, and the stuff that you offer. Same for you, Sister Vanessa. Go do that. And did you get yours yet, Lady J?
I'm sorry, get my what?
Your ad, get registered for Kwanzaa.
Oh no, but I will today.
Okay. Go to ColumbusKwanzaa365.com. And if you don't have an ad and you just want to help Gye-Nyame on there, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get 2 pages for our ancestors. So the Daily Toast will be representing, and I want to put up. I gotta complete this, so I'm gonna get this done after we get done, because I'm still trying to go through the database and get my black signal still up. But we're gonna have. I want to do 2 pages like this, announcing the Daily Toasters, where people could join us at if they want to, and blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? But make sure that the ancestors are in the book. Because, hell for African is being forgotten. And you know what? We don't do no forgetting here at Gye-Nyame Journey. All right, so Lady J, so we're going to get straight into the Proverbs, because I gotta finish up this Rocket Roll call. It's a one man, and I gotta, wait, nah, really, actually, I am blessed because I never have to do no one man stuff. Man, just post it on Facebook. That's too much right now. I did post it up. You can't see it, Brother Joe. I'm sorry. I know why. So let me go and post it up. See, when I posted on Facebook, when I posted on my Restream chat, it don't come across on Facebook. So I have to open up my Facebook page and actually post directly, which I have to figure out how. I gotta figure out a way around that. You know what I'm saying? That kind of slows up. Sasha, let me tell you to go to bed again, and I'm gonna go viral. Black man jumps on child. Go on to bed, baby. Don't put me in that situation. Don't put me in that situation. You don't want to put me in that situation, do you? I think you do. I think you do. But hey, it's cool. It's cool. Got my bail money. Got my bail money. But all right. So I'm gonna post this up, Lady J, on Facebook, and then we're gonna get right into it. Now, do you got some stuff you want to share while I'm up here posting? Cause you always got some good news for the people. Here we go. Posting it up right now because y'all on my Facebook page. And I think I might need to stop streaming on my page. Columbus Kwanzaa 365.com. There we go. There you go. It's right up on the page, Brother Joe. You can check it out. Let me post it up on my other page. I got to figure out, I got to post on YouTube too, but hey, it is what it is. Oh, Joe said I need some ginger juice. Man, just posted. Okay. All right. So y'all need, okay. You need the ginger. All right. My car slowed me down, so, because I got to pay that money. When I got to pay that money, Columbus Kwanzaa 365.com. Boom. There you go, Brother Joe. So all you got to do is click the link, follow it in, get an ad, throw your ad up, or get your vendor space. It's real reasonable. So we are on. Oh, I got a new story for y'all today. Got a story. Story time. Story time. Story time. All right. You ready for this one, Lady J? I don't think y'all ready. So I just heard it. I'm going through a new book and I found a story. So we have a soul and the devil taking a walk. They're having a conversation. And of course, you know, the soul and the devil can't be seen by men in flesh, right? You know what I'm saying? Regular human beings. So they're walking and talking, and all of a sudden a human being come walking in the opposite direction of them. And all of a sudden he stops and he gets a big smile on the face. He bends down and picks up a little sliver of something, and it's shiny and beautiful. He takes this little sliver and he puts it in his pocket, and it's like he's jumping for joy. And the soul looked at the devil and said, "What just happened? What was that he found?" Or the devil say, "Oh, he just found a piece of truth." And the soul looked at the devil and said, "Well, that must be some bad news for you." The devil looked at the soul and just started laughing. He said, "No, not really, because I'm just going to help him organize it." I hope y'all got that. I hope y'all, look, where is, Lightning, where you at? Lightning, where you at? All right, Lady J, you ready for the proverbs of the day, baby? Lady J, are you there? Uh-oh. Look like I'm by myself. So I'm about to put the music back on. I guess she's just gonna listen in today. Okay, here we go. Music back on. So I got it on low. All right, family. So here we go. Until somebody call in, I got it like that. Got the music nice and low. So let's go on through these proverbs and let's see. Let's see what we got. So here we go. Class in section. Class in section. Class in session. So here we go. All right. Day 51. Of course, y'all know we coming from Gye-Nyame Journey Workbook. Tribal quotes. My brother Hatim Gye-Nyame. Nice guy. I know him pretty well. Real nice guy. Don't support. You go to GyeNyameJourney.com. Check it out. Here we go. First proverb. Stress is basically a disconnection from the earth, a forgetting of the breath. Nothing is that important. Just lie down. Natalie Goldberg. Let me read that again. Stress is basically a disconnection from the earth, a forgetting of the breath. Nothing is that important. Just lie down. Natalie Goldberg. Somebody else on the line? Who joined us on the line?
This is Shaka.
What's up, brother Shaka? I was trying to have your music up underneath, but can't do it. Can't do it.
Hey, I understand.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Oh well, I only got one speaker, so I have to get another. I have to get another device, and I'll run it through. But I'm working on getting more than one. I'm about to get another. I'm about to update my system, but my car broke down, so that's gonna take up a lot of cash. So you know how I go.
Mm-hmm.
So the first proverb is. You said who?
I said, "'Tis the season."
Tis the season. Tis the season to make you want to rob. Still, that's what it's designed for. You know what I'm saying? Shit start breaking down. You know what I'm saying? Certain needs, certain wants. We've been programmed. We've been programmed to stabilize somebody else's culture. So, hey, that's what happens when you stabilize in somebody else's culture. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. Proverb number 1. Stress is basically a disconnection from the earth, a forgetting of the breath. Nothing is that important. Just lay down and just lay down. That's it. Just lay down. Once again, stress is basically a disconnection from the earth, a forgetting of the breath. Nothing is that important. Just lie down. Next one. The most important single ingredient in the formula of success is knowing how to get along with people. Again, the most important single ingredient in the formula of success is knowing how to get along with people. That's from Theodore Roosevelt. And the last one. The last one. The roaring lion kills no game. Shut up, Simba. Once again, the roaring lion kills no game. Oh, now Simba, now you want to be awake. Now you want to be awake. Shut up. The roaring lion kills no game. All right. Lady J, you still on the line? She must have muted me. All right. That's cool. Brother Shaka is on you. Oh, better yet, somebody in the audience. Which one y'all want to start with? Let's try that. We on that. Come on now. I see it now. Thanks. Okay, cool. Listen, family. Now, once again, for those that wants to get on that daily toaster list, toast, toast, text, my God, text, toaster to 77292. Once again, text toaster to 77292 and you will be opted in into the daily toaster list, right? For those that want to follow tribal quotes, text tribal to 77292. All right? I'm trying to keep the list separate so I don't overburden some people because I know some people don't look kindly to texts that might come at about 5:15 in the morning, right? So, that's for those on the daily toaster list. You already know how it goes down. All right, so here we go. Shaka, which one you want to start with? Because don't seem like nobody out there has responded.
I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. I really want to go with the third one just because I'm in opposition to the first two. So let's start off with number 1.
That was brilliant. He said he's in opposition. Simba, shut up. Simba like number 3. He don't have to kill no guy. I'm feeding him. Shut up. Good God Almighty. Now sometimes I can't get him up in the morning. Now he want to just roar because it's a proverb with him in it. So we're going to start with 1. Stress is basically a disconnection from the earth, a forgetting of the breath. Nothing is that important. Just lie down. You said you're in opposition with that one. Please explain.
I'm in opposition, man.
Go ahead.
Here's and maybe I needed to hear this, and maybe we needed to have this conversation to change my mind about something because it's been heavy on my heart. Let me say, the primary reason that I have an issue, or I take issue today with this proverb, is because twice today, I seen 2 people out of my past who's just like, hey, what's going on? How's the movement? Blah, they skip. And I'm like, yeah, had a church, then didn't have a church. And then and their nonchalant attitude towards the whole thing is, hey, was it meant to be? And in that song, to me, they're saying, yo, it wasn't meant to be. Lay down. And I'm just like, no, you don't understand this movement. So that's kind of, just before I go any deeper into it, that is overall where my mind is at right now.
Okay. So how does that line up with proverb number 1?
Because when I look at the things that cause me stress, and I look at the way that I identify with stress. I even wrote in my song "Rise and Shine," which is on iTunes if anybody want to check it out.
Hold on,
Rise and
Nico.
Shine. I say,
Hold on.
"Rise and shine, all my people back
Hold
from
on,
the
hold
east
on,
to the
hold
west,
on.
time to win it back." You said you wanted to change, and now there's new. Hold on, what's the lyric I'm looking for? Because the stress you ingest is just poverty bringing you down, you know. And so when I identify with the stress that I'm familiar with, it's all in the imposition of systems that are imposed. And I don't know if I just said imposed twice in that sentence, but even still, um, yeah. And I find peace in drawing a line. This is the system. This is these are the consequences of the system. This is me stepping out of the system because neither if I don't if I am not uh, receiving the benefits of said system, then I should neither deal with consequences from that system. I would rather divorce that system. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean that makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
It makes so much sense that 6 in the morning, police at your door, fresh Adidas sneakers across your bathroom floor. I mean, because you know what I'm saying. What you're saying is that if you don't receive benefits from a system, you know what I'm saying, it's not your system, and since it's not your system, you shouldn't have to bow to the rules that the system's laying down. Is that what I heard you say?
That's right.
Okay. And in the system that we do exist in, we are in the paradigm and in the place where you are talking about. Because we're in a system where we draw none or very few benefits. So,
Mm-hmm.
and you talking about drawing a line, but now I'm still trying to line that up with the proverb because the proverb is
Well, say just.
about
I mean,
disconnection.
in all finality, it's saying just lie down.
No, that ain't what it's
As
saying.
a
That ain't what it's
okay,
saying. They saying stress is basically a disconnection from the earth. Let's start right there. Stress
okay.
is basically a disconnection from the earth. Stress is a disconnection from the earth. A forgetting of the breath.
A forgetting of the what?
The breath. Breathing.
Like what we're breathing.
Right. Like breathe, drink your water, breathe,
Right.
breathe. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's more about establishing a connection with the thing that you standing upon. Establish a connection with the place upon which you live. And what she is saying is that stress is a disconnection from that earth, from this thing that we draw life from, that we draw sustenance from, that we draw shelter from. What she's proposing is that when we are stressed, there is a disconnection to the earth.
Let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
Can there be any struggling without stress?
Hell no.
Can you cultivate a warrior without struggle?
Hell no, you can't.
Then I rest my case.
Oh no, dog, you can't. You ain't gonna rest on that shit. I ain't gonna let you rest on that because now hold on. Because now check it out. We got a warrior. We train a warrior in the gym, and we start him off curling at 30 pounds, and he curls with 30 pounds for 2 weeks, right? At
Mm-hmm.
first, it's strenuous for him because he's curling with 30 pounds. And he might not never started, and at the end of 10 weeks, what should have happened?
Oh, you added in this how many weeks?
Let's say
10
2
weeks.
weeks. Hell, let's say 3 days. I mean, it don't matter. Let's say a period of time passes, and this person
They
has
get
been
stronger.
curling, huh?
He gets stronger.
He gets stronger. So what happens to the weight?
He gets lighter.
The weight for him gets lighter, but has the stress level changed?
No.
You understand what I'm saying? So when you're working out with that weight, but let's say we keep him on that 30 pounds for another 2 weeks. So let's say he started out, it was 2 weeks, and he's pumping the 30 pounds like it's nothing, and we keep him on that same 30 pounds for another 2 weeks. Are there going to be any improvements?
Not unless he increases his reps and intensity.
No, we're not.
No, hold on. There's one important factor. That we are not putting into consideration, and I learned this at Home Depot, is that there's a right and a wrong way to lift.
Mm-hmm.
So if he is lifting inappropriately, he is corrupting his temple.
All right,
and not go ahead.
Addressing that point, we show him the right form and right technique in curling. As a matter of fact, we got the little strap on him so that when he's doing his curls, his body has to line straight because of the equipment that we're using. So he got proper technique, and we just keep him on. And like Lady J say, we might even increase the reps a little bit, but we don't increase the weight.
Or how fast he does them, right?
It don't even matter. I mean, really, if he just pumping that 30 pounds, you know what I'm saying? There's not going to be too much change.
Let me tell you this, Tim. I talked to this guy in New Jersey, right?
What do you mean?
You know him, Shaka, right? My friend in New Jersey. So my friend in New Jersey, he's kind of interested in some things, but he's kind of like don't know exactly he's interested in, it seems to me. But I was talking with him about finding his passion, right? So this guy does these sit-ups. He's able to walk on his hands, but he also does these sit-ups. So he actually dumped me, Tim, because, I am a rebel. And so when you try to force me to do something, I kind of rebel. And so he was really trying to...
Do you rebel for rebellion's sake?
He was bothered. He was bothered that he was trying to sell me on doing 20 sit-ups a day, right? He kept telling me, like, all you got to do is these 20 sit-ups a day. Do these 20 sit-ups a day. And I'm like, 20 sit-ups a day? So I'm telling him, I'm going to the gym. I'm doing this. I decided I'm going to do this because I was 300 pounds. I've lost weight. I know what to do. It's just about when I choose to do it. You know what I mean? And so... anyways, this dude is passionate about these 20 sit-ups a day. Tim, he sent me pictures of his daughter, right?
Mm-hmm.
His daughter is very tall and she was very thick at her prom, which is in the spring, right?
Uh-huh.
She's been doing the 20 sit-up regimen that he tried to sell to me that I rebelled against just because I hate when people try to make me do things. And guess what?
What?
She looks like $1 million. But all this to say, the whole time I've been telling this man, dude, you need to sell this. Like, it's not even the fact that he's just doing 20 sit-ups, that she's just doing 20 sit-ups. It has something to do with the breathing technique and all this other stuff. So I said, you need to make a video. He has an entrepreneurial spirit, right? But he's not sure. But all that to say, you were talking about the reps. What if you keep them on the 30 pounds even after they've done it for so long or for a period of time? And what I want to say is it just made me think of this guy because, like I said, 20 sit-ups a day. His daughter, that's what she does. According to him, she's still only doing these 20 sit-ups a day, every day. And I just can't believe the before and after pictures out there. I'm mad. By the end of the conversation, I'm begging him to tell me everything about these 20 sit-ups a day because now I'm going to do the 20 sit-ups a day.
I want to see you after your 30-day scenario. And what I want to say, and yes, you're right. I know, and not to discredit anything that you just said. All right, it that might be enough evidence for you. But when he put the little 5-minute video together on YouTube, and if it goes viral, I'm wondering if that's the answer to how much of American culture can change off of 20 sit-ups a day. And I feel like there is really no way to quantize that.
This is the thing. But, this is the thing. This is the thing, Shaka. When the man did the 20 sit-ups, because I just asked him, I said, what's the breathing? Because I know it's got to be something more to it, right? So he starts explaining the breathing, and then he does it. And what I realized, Shaka, when he did it and I could hear it, and I'm wondering if I could see it, if I had him counting that out with me every day, and that's all I'm doing, I might do it. So it may also be, Shaka, the way he presents it. He's so passionate about it. Right. You feel me?
Right.
That I can't help but to buy into it. And I said that to him. Who needs to pay you to do 20 sit-ups a day? You're absolutely right, Shaka. But it's something about, again, that passion. And that's what I told him from the day one. That your passion, like if you don't know what you want, there's no way you're going to get anywhere. If you're not passionate about anything, there's no way you're going to get anywhere in life at all. You got to have some type of passion. And so I am leery of people that have none of that.
Stop. Goddamn. Goddamn, you came in with a point and just took us. There we go. There's the Gye-Nyame train.
I'm sorry.
We're trying to get to Utah. God damn it. Come on. Get back to the proverb. You even know what proverb we talking about?
I just have to say this one thing. I'm sorry, I don't. But sometimes we are passionate about things and we don't even know that's our passion.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or something like that. And so it behooves us not to find and discover and even help our kids discover what their passions are, because that one job that they're, that thing that they go into, they'll do it and they'll do it effortlessly, and they'll enjoy it. And so it just makes sense. But back to what the original discussion is, your question was if that person continues with the reps, and even though I was initially going to say no, nothing would happen, after thinking about this man's story and what he's been trying to sell me, I'm going to say something will happen if they continue with that 30 pounds.
I'm going to say nothing's going to happen. They might increase the endurance. So I guess that's something happening. But there will not be the changes that they might possibly want, because you in a sense may need to increase the weight. Because when somebody lifting weights...
Well, let me say this too, Hassan. Because when I say that there's no way to quantify that, what I mean is that, like, I take regular stress tests on a quarterly basis because, I'm not doing what the doctors told me to do. I'm not taking these 5 pills every day for the rest of my life. I'm drinking red juice. I'm drinking ginger red. I'm brewing this shit myself, right?
Right.
So I gotta go to Cleveland Clinic and take quarterly stress tests just to make sure that what I'm doing to myself is effective. Now, when I take these stress tests, they'll put me on a treadmill, right? And honestly, this is the only time that I be running. I need to change that about myself. But I go in there cold turkey and get on the treadmill, and I'm going for 5 minutes at an easy, no incline, right?
Mm-hmm. And
I'm the same weight, but they increase the incline, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I got to run faster because they're increasing the incline, or else I'm going to fall off. But I'm putting in twice the energy just to be able to run the same distance as I was on a on the playing field. What I'm saying is that there's no way to quantify it if if we're on incline and other coaches ain't. That's all I'm saying.
Right. Brother Joe says what may work for one may not work for another. Now, the reason we brought this up was because the proverb, and Shaka said he was in opposition to the proverb. And what the proverb is about is the breath. And he asked me a question about stress. Now, the body adjusts to stress, right? So the 30 pounds will not feel like the 30 pounds felt at the beginning of the process. So if we keep it going 2 weeks, he's going to feel the 30 pounds, but it's not going to feel like when he first started. If he go for a month, it won't feel like he first started. Now the 30 pounds, he's used to it. His body has adjusted to that stress. In order to get some more changes, he may either need to increase the reps or he may need to increase the pounds. So let's just say we got him doing
or how fast he does it, right? The intensity, how fast he does it.
Okay. Or the intensity. All right. So we got all those factors. So let's say we keep the intensity the same, we keep the reps the same, and we just have him work out with this 30 pounds the same every time he come and work out. Will there be any change? What I'm trying to say is
I'm going with yes. I'm going with yes.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to the gym. I just want y'all to understand it. I'm going to the gym. I gotta paint the goddamn picture. See, now I gotta ask this. Lady J, do you just be in opposition just to be in opposition? I'm just asking. You said I can't stand when somebody. I'm just like, God damn. I just can't win. Damn. All right, cool. All right. I'm gonna get off of that. A warrior needs stress to become a warrior. But at a certain level and a certain point, certain stresses are reduced because you become used to them. So yes, you do need it, but the more experienced you become at dealing with it, the better you are at dealing with it. That's all I'm trying to say. So now, as far as the breathing, the first proverb we went through, and I'm gonna read it. The stress is basically a disconnection from the earth, a forgetting of the breath. Nothing is that important. Just lie down. Now, for me, just getting into that proverb. I don't know how we got all that other stuff, but it's cool because that's what we do on the journey.
Can I say something real quick?
Can I finish what I was saying?
It's in regards to the proverb, sir.
Go ahead.
And I got two things after her. This guy told me recently. This elder told me recently that there's no such thing as bad and good experiences, only experiences, right? And so the only difference is how you react to it. And the proverb reminds me of that. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay. So we got
I've had some good experience. Okay. So This is Tuesday. Tim, let me ask you this because I've never experienced this before. Before, during, or after, when you get shot, when does it hurt the most?
After. I didn't feel shit.
Not during.
No, I didn't feel shit.
You didn't feel shit.
I didn't after. I mean, I couldn't even believe I got shot. You know what I'm saying? I felt
adrenaline.
I felt. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it was adrenaline. The bullet went through and spent me around, knocked me down. But the pain was horrible. Maybe a few hours later and a couple of days after, because my body had to go through all the shock because of all that force hitting my body and hitting my body where it hit my body. And then the healing process had to start. So for me, it was after. Now, like Brother Joe say, what may work for one may not work for another. So some people, my experience was it was a lot worse after. A lot worse.
Right.
because and then also you got to realize the mental piece dropped on me too, because the whole time after he shot me, I was still asking the question, did this nigga shoot me? So I was still in shock. You know what I'm saying? Like
that happened to me one time.
I know this nigga didn't shoot me. This motherfucker didn't.
I'm just imagining Chris Tucker on Rush Hour, like, which one of y'all picked me?
Wait, hold on. No, I walked up to Shechem. He either was Shechem or somebody, and I walked up to him. I said, man, did this nigga just shoot me? And he was just looking at me with his mouth open, and then Rob tackled me, knocked me down to the ground. That's where I got the whiplash. I'm gonna sue Rob. I just thought about that. He tackled me because he like, you got shot. I said, you sure? I don't. So I didn't feel it until afterwards. So, but the point that I was trying to make was that basically for us, or at least in Gye-Nyame and the philosophy in, it's very few things in life that's more important than the breath, but it's one of the most overlooked things that we do. I mean, we're just so used to being able to draw breath. So a lot of times you really don't miss it until it's gone. But when it's gone, you feel immediate effects. And for me, when I hear this proverb,
but I tell your body, you don't control your breath.
Who?
You don't control your breath.
Who?
Man, let me tell you something. When I get mad, like I know I'm about to get into something, my hands start to shake. You know what I mean? Like the whole process. I ain't been mad in a long time to be able to break down the step by step, but y'all understand what I'm saying. Sometimes you get into a situation where you get into a heated argument, and it's like, you know what, I might. You get so your hands start to shake, and everything is involuntary. Your breathing is involuntary. Sometimes your voice starts to, you know what I mean? Your voice starts to shake.
So Mel, my son, he used to do this thing. He was by far, I thought that I was going to have to call an exorcist for him when he was little. He was the weirdest thing. I had never encountered anything like this child. And one thing he used to do, in addition to a whole lot of things that I had never seen in my life or heard about, is he would throw a tantrum and he would stop breathing and he would pass out. And so he did it so often, and he would just pass out. So one day, I was young, not so young, but I just felt like, and he was little, I felt like he was going to land me in jail. So I called the hospital, and I said, I'm calling to report my son because, and I told him what he did. I told the nurse, I said, something's going to happen, and y'all are going to think I did something to him. Mm-hmm. And the nurse said, ma'am, that's kind of normal. He's not the only kid that does that. When he passes out, he'll just start breathing again.
Right.
It was that simple. And it was that simple, like, He'll hold his breath.
He found a reset. He found a reset because I'm gonna tell you what that
is. Once he passes out, his body will, his brain, and I think about my mom when she died, and that part of her brain that told her to breathe stopped. Right. That's how they knew that it was time to pull the plug. That part of her brain that told her, it controlled her breathing, so she wasn't in control of that.
What? All right, now
that's what happened to me last year. Okay. So that's why I'm saying, like, he found a reset button, and that reset button it has a lot to do with the vagus nerve, right? What I was dealing with. You ever been constipated and like strained real hard, and then you felt faint?
I'm getting off this call.
Well, hold on. This shit from. I mean, okay. I'll bite. Okay.
No. As soon as you said that, only thing that came to my mind was preparation H. I'm sorry.
Hold on. We got Charles Stevenson online. He said, can I read the proverb again? Stress is basically a disconnection from the earth, a forgetting of breath. Nothing is that important. Just lie down. Just
Okay.
lie down.
Now I'm understanding it more, and I'm not so much in opposition. It's an instruction
No,
for that reason.
no, fuck that. You know, took
No,
us all.
this is why I was in opposition.
Okay, go
It's
ahead.
because initially, to me, it's saying, "Hey, let it go." Nothing that you're pushing towards is that important. But if they're saying that it's not, this next move is not worth your life. That's what it's saying to me.
Okay.
Because you're like, for example, my son right now is about 80 pounds. He's 8 years old, at about 80 pounds. And he got a tooth pulled today, right? It's that tooth, the one that got hit with a hula hoop. He got it pulled today. And he was feeling so bad. They said, "Dad, can you please pick me up?" And I looked at him, I was like, "You mean carry you?" And he was like, "Yeah, can you just carry me to the car?" And I was like, "Hell no, I can't. Can you just walk your ass to the car just the one time? Can you know, can you take it?" And he ain't had no choice. And I ain't had no choice neither. When he got to the point where I felt like he couldn't, I picked him up and I took him. But the piece is that I know myself, I know my body, and I know that holding him across the whole parking lot, it's gonna have me winded. I'm out here in the cold, and the bottom line, at the end of the day, I just need to. I need to know myself. I need to know my body. I need to know what my capabilities are and what I can't do. You know what I mean? And because one failed mistake after,
Heart attack, right? You got
after
heart
a heart
issue,
attack,
right? You got heart
yeah.
issue. I understand. So, I mean, y'all don't never let me finish my points. I ain't remember my damn point no more. I'm just like
So good.
the
It
breath.
was
Let
before
me
the
say this.
separation H. It was before the.
Yeah. That was a little bit. No, but actually, now going back to that, holding the breath is like a reset. It forces the oxygen. When you hold that carbon dioxide that you're trying to exhale, when you take the time to hold that in, it forces oxygen deeper into your lung cells, deeper into the cells, right? And it causes the body to kind of reset. And also, Melvin was getting high on you. You just didn't realize it because when you eat,
It just sound like when you said it sounded like getting high.
it is. I mean, and so I mean, it's sort of like when you see little kids and they just start spinning around, and you be like, "Look at the kids spinning
Mm-hmm.
around." I mean, I used to spin around because you get that feeling. That's that feeling. You know what I'm saying?
You know what gives me that feeling, I tell? True story.
Go ahead.
A fidget spinner. A fidget spinner gives me that. I kid you not. I kid you not. I went to the nurse one day and I told her, I said, "Nurse, explain to me." I had took a kid's fidget spinner. And I went to my school nurse and I asked her and I told her, I said, "I am spinning this thing and I feel euphoric." And she explained to me why. And she explained to me the original intent with the fidget spinners and why it was that it worked on me. And to this day, right now, I have a fidget spinner in my purse. I walk around with a fidget spinner.
So that means I can hypnotize you.
Probably so. I would be surprised.
You'd be a good subject for a hypnotism experiment. Actually, I
Say it
mean,
again.
you'd be a good subject for a hypnotism experiment.
I've gone before.
You've
I've
been
got married to
hypnotized.
him.
You
Yes.
fall into see because that yeah, you know what I'm saying now because now I understand that too. And the piece that I'm gonna get back to so that we gonna cover some more of these proverbs, okay? But the piece that we need to get back to is that basically what I'm hearing is that she's saying there's nothing more important than the breath because when it's gone, you realize it immediately. When you can't take a breath, if you ever been in a situation where you wasn't able to get air, it don't take 10 minutes, it don't take 5 minutes. For those that don't practice conscious breathing, you start really understanding how important the breath is after a couple of seconds. And what she's saying is that when we disconnect ourselves from our breath and the rhythm of the breathing, we disconnect ourselves from the earth. We disconnect ourselves from what
and we
is
are not
real.
in harmony.
Right. So
And that is
basically,
what causes the
and
stress
basically,
or allows stress.
and basically, it's not just lay down and give up. See, because even in conflict, there's times to tense up and there's times to relax. It's time to tense up, it's time to relax. And we have to start learning those rhythms. You understand what I'm saying? We need, like you said, you need to know yourself. You need to know your physical limitations and also know where to push them and when to stop. That's what training is for. You know what I'm saying? That's what practice is for, so that you can move and know what your limits really feel like. Because when in our pledge, far as Gye-Nyame, we talk about pushing ourselves beyond our self-imposed limitations. Because a lot of the limitations we have are ones that we have decided on rather than our bodies deciding on, rather than our minds deciding on, rather than our spirits deciding on. So one of the major pieces that we talk about, like for example, in the toast, we talk about the 4 pillars of health. First one is breathing. So when Lady J said you can't control your breath, the piece is yes, you can. And a lot of those parasympathetic actions that going in your body, you can also develop a certain level of control to be able to to
But what
control those.
ultimately controls your breath?
What
Your breathing.
it's an automatic process.
Ultimately,
It's an automatic
Involuntary.
process. Is a no well it's an involuntary it's an automatic process because your body needs it. So it's all
controlled by your what?
they call it the parasympathetic nervous system. It's something that it's like
Is
your
it
heart.
in your brain? In your brain.
Nah, it might not. It don't have to go up that high. The body is a little bit.
It's got to be in your
It
brain.
don't have to be in your brain because because let me tell you this. The most we talk a lot about the microbiome. You'd be surprised how many brain functions or how many functions that people once considered to happen in the brain that don't actually happen in the brain. There's a lot of stuff that happen in the body. The body don't. All these actions do not have to be generated through the brain. They could be generated
Yeah, Lady
by
J,
something
like
in your.
when your when your shoulder itching, but it's really your foot.
Damn. There we go. My shoulder itching right now. My shoulder itching.
So I need to get. We gonna need preparation H and some
Icy hot.
overeaters.
Icy hot. Y'all nasty. But hey,
Gold bond.
but let's just go back to it for a second. So you can take control over some of those functions. And the simplest one to practice with is controlling your breath. This is why conscious breathing is important to practice when you're trying to get healthy, when you're trying to lose weight, when you're trying to study. Being aware of your breathing and how you breathe and where the breath is going is very important. And when you lose connection with that, and in a sense just turn it over to the automatic system all the time, you're giving away a big piece of your power. And like for example, like you ever like breathing. Um, is a sort of is a type of breathing called panic breathing that a lot of people do, and
Yes, yeah.
they don't even know that they're doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's a rapid breathing, especially through the mouth. So you do panic breathing,
Lamont's like Lamont's breathing.
Shallow.
not
Right,
just
right.
Lamont, not well Lamont's, but or just like after your big ass walk up them steps at school, type shit like that. That's
I
panic
don't be
breathing.
out of breath. You confuse me.
I'm sorry.
I'm a savage. I runs up the stairs.
You a savage.
Arthur fights.
I never thought I would hear you call yourself you a savage now. Goddamn.
Oh, I've been savage.
Not me. Shit. I civilized the savage. I ain't got time for that shit. Um, so basically this is about stress and really understanding and putting stress in its place. Because stress does serve us, Shaka, because you do need stress in order to get stronger. You do need stress as a warrior. But now we have to develop the ability not to be controlled by the stress. You understand what I'm saying? That's why
Yeah.
I dig that proverb. Y'all want to do number 2 or number 3? Because we only got time for one more. I ain't gonna stay up with y'all two nasty individuals. It, I
Oh my goodness.
I don't even know how he got to the. You ain't even finished explaining the vagus nerve and what that got to do with you
Yeah, the
straining
vagus
and shit.
nerve, man. The vagus nerve.
Can we go to this other one? Because I can't do no more.
Okay.
He gonna talk about this. And you gonna put me with shock and say I'm nasty too. That's so mean.
I say y'all.
You weren't
man.
in preparation H. I was
Yeah,
talking
you
about
sure.
taking a shit.
Right. God.
Oh,
I wasn't talking about rubbing no cream or no suppository.
That's what. Where do you think you get hemorrhoids from? From straining on the toilet. If you strain so hard that you about pass out, I'm sure you have hemorrhoids. I'm positive.
That is not even. I'm just saying.
Lady J.
That's not.
Lady J. Now,
yes, sir.
You don't have to admit it, but please don't act like you ain't never been on the toilet and strained.
Exactly.
And it didn't feel like it.
I didn't say that.
But you shouldn't have been. You got to let that shit fly because now you just saying, hey, I ain't.
I said if you strain so hard
on the toilet,
it's like, come on now. And some of you out there, y'all know y'all felt that shit too. You just won't admit that shit. Now, and I'm just putting that out there because I don't want my boy. I don't want to leave my boy Shaka out there by himself. So he be thinking, damn, maybe I am totally different. Nobody out there.
No.
Nobody else.
I'm not even saying it might not be true. I just can't believe Shaka said it.
I can believe that. I mean, he say all types of outrageous shit. You be like, why? Why are we? What is he talking about? How did we get on there? He still has not explained.
I'm just saying that's that reset button.
He went from the
Vegas nerve is that reset.
Okay. Oh, so you was just using the straining on the toilet as an example of turning on the Vegas nerve.
Yes, I'm just saying that's that feeling that you get when you start seeing stars and shit.
So why couldn't I just tighten up my belly real tight and hold my breath? Could I get the same reset? I mean, because that is a
go ahead, do it right now.
Oh, I do it every day. I do it every day at the school. You know what I'm saying? That's a reset.
I don't think that's recommended for people 75 and older. Shaka.
No,
so we're not going to recommend that I tell them to do that. I think that when he was younger,
tightening your belly.
It may have worked, but as an elder, that's not prescribed.
What? Tightening your belly?
Oh no.
Oh man, you better tighten your belly sometime. I mean, God damn.
No, I'm not talking about that. Okay.
Oh, you talking about the toilet? Okay. All right, let's move on. 2 or 3. 2 or 3.
3.
3. She said 3. Uh-oh. I think we lost Spreaker.
A roaring lion kills no game.
A roaring lion? You don't say it. Don't say that. Don't say it. Simba, shut up. Simba, stop. Down. He love that proverb. Shut up. Stop. Damn.
All bark, no bite.
That's what I'm saying. A roaring lion kills no game. Come on now. One of y'all break that down for the people out there so that we gonna call it a night because I got to do some work.
Hey, can I share something with y'all right quick?
Go ahead.
You know, when I lived on the East Coast, they put me on the when I do contracting work. Every now and again, I get paid extra because I can talk to the Spanish folk too, right? So we had this one job where we had like 50 big ass contractor bags in one yard, and it was a dumpster 2 yards over. So they paid the dude to use the dumpster for the 50 contractor bags. I had 3 Mexicans, and a black dude on my team. Now the black dude wanted to be like second in command and tell everybody what to do, right? That was his whole thing all day long is, hey, oh man, go around the other way, go around the fence this way, it's shorter. You know what I mean? And he'd take a little bag and he'd drag it over to the dumpster and he'd toss it. Well, the Mexicans got smart. They started, the son would take a whole dump or a whole trash can and put it on top of his father's shoulder, and it had 2 bags in it per trip, right? So they started dumping on one side of the dumpster, and this dude taking his 1 bag at a time and tossing it. But all along, he talking, and he talking recklessly because he don't think that the Mexicans understand what he's saying. They understand his tone, and he's talking real condescending to them, which is why they wasn't helping him out. So I saw this whole division happening, and then at the end of the day, you roughly had about 45 bags on one side and about 5 bags on the other side. And the father, who had done most of the lifting, he tapped me on the chest and he looked me in the eye. And he pointed to the 5, he pointed to the 45 bags. He said, Mexican. He pointed to the 5 and he said, not Mexican. At the end of the day, he come down to the fact that they came there to work, they put work in, they eating, they earn their pay. My other man never made it on the team again. Never made it on the team again because he did not show his work that day. So
I got one for you.
Go ahead.
So I tell you, you said that when you got shot, you didn't feel it, right?
Right.
And it immediately brought me to something you said in that story. Brought me to my last fight I ever fought. First fight I lost was the last fight I fought. And that particular day, even to just a minute ago, you brought it to me. And what happened was I had developed a reputation where I did not, I did, after so long, I didn't have to fight anymore, right? I just talked real strong, right? I talked real strong, and nobody for years, I had spent years fighting, but for about 2 years, I was top dog and I was undefeated. Nobody was even going to try and fight me, right? And so one day, this girl, we get into it, and I'm talking strong, and I'm not thinking this girl going to hit me, right? And she hauls off and hits me. Like I said, first fight I lost, last fight I fought. Now, people said I didn't lose the fight. A, my girl jumped in. B, at some point I had the best of her. I did have the best of her until I fell on the floor, right?
She might be listening.
When
so,
let me tell you this. This is true story. So what happens is I fall and she gets the best. She gets the best of me. She pulls my hair out. So at the end of the day, when people kept saying I didn't lose, I was telling them at the end of the day I looked like I lost. I really looked like I lost. This girl,
when she put her hair out, was it like George Jefferson noticeable or?
She got a hold. I had Eve braids before Eve ever came. I had straight backs. Before it set it off, all of that. I had some girlfriends who I'm still friends with to this day. I've been friends with them since first grade. Matter of fact, they children cheer with me at my team at Millennium and everything. We've been friends that long. But my girlfriends had braids, so I used to have the coldest braids, right? She got a hold of half of my braids going straight back, and she ripped them to the point where I had more hair on my arms than I did that day. On top, I'm talking about my forearm. And there was blood. And this was in the cafeteria while we were all all eating lunch. Long story short, that day changed my life. That day changed my life. It changed my life. Like, after that, I realized, like I said, people said I won. I looked like I lost. You know, I figured that I was all bark. I had got to the point where I didn't have to fight. So I wasn't even ready to fight. You know what I mean? And when I had that fight, I realized I didn't even want to fight no more. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even worth it at that point. I wanted to just have all the bark. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's all I wanted to do. I really didn't want to fight anymore. And so what happens is that same girl, I never got to tell her that she changed my life, but she was murdered in a home. She became addicted to pills and somebody she lived on Hudson. She was at a home on Hudson, and some young people went inside this home and killed. I believe it was 4 people in the home, three to 4 people in the home. One was a young lady, very young lady. Tied them up. Teenagers tied them up, took them to the basement, murdered them. Do you remember that story I tell?
No. I mean, I remember you telling me, but I never.
This was just a few years ago. And I cried that day. That day I saw that this lady had died. I cried. I was at Millennium, matter of fact. I was working at my job, and I tell this story all the time because it's a story. Like I said, it's something that I feel like the young people need to do. You can't win every battle, and sometimes when you win, you're gonna look like you lost. You got to determine, was it worth it? You know.
Right.
But again, the story just, I thought of that story because that was when I realized I had to bark. I didn't want to bite no more.
You wanted the benefits without the consequences. I can dig it, and a lot of people do. A lot of people do. Now, so the lion, the proverb, and y'all going. So go and tie that back into the proverb. The roaring lion kills no game. Oh, you just want okay. You ain't killed no game. You became the game.
Yeah, too busy talking.
Right.
Too busy talking. And just like Shaka said, you too busy talking and you're not doing enough working. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's all.
We were just talking about coworkers. Some people be like that maybe have so many years experience, right? And so they feel like they can busy critique everyone, but until you're willing to critique yourself, you know what I mean?
Right.
Hey, let me say this right quick. I feel we could squeeze that last one in. How tell them what you think?
Hell no. I'm through with y'all.
I'm through too.
But I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it for the people, and we'll talk about it possibly on a Daily Toast tomorrow. But cause I still got to add some stuff to this rocket roll call. So the most important single ingredient in the formula of success is knowing how to get along with people.
Actually, so that goes back to our folk tale, though. We don't have to discuss this one because we just discussed it on Tuesday.
I don't know what day you're talking about. I thought you was part of my tribe, but obviously I see we have been infiltrated.
We just talked about it 2 days ago. You don't hear me when I said it, Jim?
Family,
you didn't hear me when I said I'm a rebel?
All right, listen. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to give everybody, first off, I want to thank everybody who took the time to stop in and to have this conversation with us. I mean, like I said, it's about having fun. It's about us learning. It's about us growing together. And
wisdom mining.
Wisdom mining. Hashtag wisdom mining. So I'm going to allow the guest, the fabulous Lady J and the incredible Shaka Hasbury, who provides me with some of the music that you be listening to and that you will be hearing up under my speaking now when I'm doing my solo joints. So
man, by the way, I have to say that when you use that music appropriately, man, it takes things up a few notches, man.
Oh, okay. We about to take it.
Yeah. I mean, listening in on my end, man, it does wonders. I mean, you working it is what I'm saying. So, yeah.
And all the music is available on iTunes. I mean, you need to throw up some links and shit. I mean, we are about and this is Ujamaa Cooperative Economics. day. This is Ujima
Yes, yes,
Day.
yes.
You know what I'm saying? You need to give people opportunity, especially in our tribe, to, because we gonna start growing. Because I'm about to start this whole Black Signal piece about to go to a whole nother level, family. So, you need to start posting your shit up because the family is growing out here. So, y'all gonna say y'all closing statements so we gonna get up out of here.
Yes, I just want to remind everyone we are in the midst of the Great Awakening. I just also want to say, just because I haven't said it in a while, the Negro speaks rivers. And I also want to say, I too am America. But I just want to remind us to do something today and every day in the name of the movement, read a book, article, donate to a cause, volunteer our time and or services, use social media networks to enlighten and inform, participate politically, petition, march, plan a protest, and participate in a boycott. Remember, if we want change, we must learn how to keep more of it in our pockets. That is my piece. That's it.
You know what? There's about 5 different reasons that I'm going to share with y'all what I'm about to share with y'all. None of them which I care to explain just because time is running out and I got a little story to tell. Once upon a time, there was a little sparrow. The sparrow got caught up in not just a windstorm, but a snowstorm, a blizzard. And the bird sailed down into a bank of snow and injured its wing. All right? Y'all with me so far?
Go ahead.
And so what ends up happening is that this big bear comes around and sniffs around and finds that bird. And then it turns around, takes a big shit on the bird. Yeah. No preparation H. Just took a big. Now, the thing is that miraculously, the heat from the warm shit helped the bird's wing to mend and not freeze in the cold. And then a wolf comes around and sniffs at the shit and licks all the shit off of the bird, and then he ate them. The moral to the story is that everybody that gives you shit ain't your enemy. And everybody that takes shit from you ain't necessarily your friend. I'm Shaka. You can find me at the Mind of Shaka. If you got any correspondences that come my way, any bookings for engagement, you can give me a ring, or you can just hit me up at the mindofshaka@gmail.com. Thank you very much. Gye-Nyame journey. Good night.
Hold on. You need to do your link again because the crowd got loud. That was an excellent story. That was real good. I'm still trying to figure out the fixation on shit today. I don't I don't understand. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna do some deep thinking on these proverbs and see how the shit came out. But
I'm over this shit right here. Y'all out of control tonight. I'm over it.
Hey, I'm trying to squeeze it out. I'm getting lightheaded. Go ahead. All right, family.
Oh, my Vegas nerve.
I reset my
Good
Vegas
night,
nerve.
everyone.
Woo, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Hey, all right. Family, I want to thank all of y'all for joining us on Gye-Nyame Journey. I will be seeing those daily toasters, those warriors, those toasting warriors, those ancestor watchers out there. You know what I'm saying? We will be joining. I will be seeing you in the morning. We jump off around 5:15, and I want to thank Let's go on and go down the list because we got people. I want to thank Sister Vanessa for being on the line. I want to thank Brother Joe Berry for being on the line.
Joe Berry.
Right, and there's some other people that I didn't see your stuff come through, but when I go to my Facebook page, I got a few other names that I could go on. And let's see, exactly. Charles Stevenson. Thank you for joining us. Family, listen, all of y'all, whether you're listening now or listening later, you know what I'm saying? Remember, go to the Columbus Kwanzaa365.com page, donate, put an ad in, do your part so that we keep Kwanzaa free and available because this is our holiday. This is our celebration, and it deserves to pop off right because it's going to pop off. But I want to make sure it pops off right. All right, family. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. And I want to welcome you to the Congregation of Mighty. This has been Folk Tales for Grown Folks. Of course, you know it's a Heart of a Simmer production. And hopefully you saw through some of the shit and you was able to have your old paradigm blown away. I'm out. Brother Hatem. Peace.
So, yo.